right, here we are. Good morning. It is Tuesday, October 7th. I'm Alison Bologna, live with the one and only Jane Valicenti. And here we are on a Tuesday morning, finally starting to feel like fall, June.
Yep.
Morning to you.
Good morning, Allison. There's a little fall-like out there, but what a weekend we had. Wasn't that great?
It was hot.
Yeah, beautiful.
It was hot, hot, hot. Did you go to the car show?
I did. Yeah, I had a great time. The Audrain Concours d'Elegance. That's Jay Leno's involved with that. The Audrain Museum, and it gets bigger and better every year. And this one did not disappoint. The weather was great.
Yeah.
And the winner was a 1933 Alfa Romeo that was unretouched. So it's rare. I think that was the first unretouched car to actually win that show. Most of the cars have been completely, done over and salvaged and things like that, restored. But it was a great time.
Original vintage, huh?
Yeah, it was really good. It was and there were cars from the future were there too, which is always nice to see. Cadillac had a big display, so it was kind of cool. That's where I was this weekend.
Great. Yeah, I had a fundraiser that I was running, and it was hot moving things in and out of our basement as we were setting up, breaking down. I mean, I was literally breaking out in a sweat, and it's October.
How'd that go?
87 degrees. Great. Yeah,
good.
We reached our goal and then some, so it was really good. So we're already starting to plan for next year, and thanks for your support. I appreciated that. Okay. All right, here we are. It is coffee break time. AJ, I think we're going to start with you. AJ Mastrangelo, Italians only. Buongiorno to you. Nice to see you. And you said it's actually going to start feeling like fall later into the week, huh? Good news.
Yeah. Alison, Jean, fall is to be arriving as we head over the next 24 to 36 hours across the region. We got another beautiful day walking out the door this morning. Temperatures already in the 60s. You may notice a little bit of a breeze behind me. Those colors, of course, starting to turn. But when will fall actually arrive? Well, today, high temperatures 75 to 80 degrees. So not too far off from what we have been seeing actually 3 straight days in the Providence area at that 80-degree mark. However, things start to change as we head forward tonight. You'll notice that southerly wind as we continue for the overnight into tomorrow alongside some increasing clouds. And then by wake up time tomorrow morning, we're expecting to see some widespread showers. That evolves into periods of rain through the morning commute and through kind of the middle of the day before those showers taper for tomorrow afternoon. Could be tallying up to an inch of rainfall. Some spots actually could see a little bit more than that. So a decent soaker on tap here for Wednesday. Now, high temperatures today, upper 70s. Tomorrow going to be in the mid 60s. And then as we head for Thursday, high temperatures likely not going to be leaving the upper 50s. So quite the temperature swing on the backside here. We got this cold front working on through the region. Then the coldest since April potentially is head for Friday morning. We have not seen a low temperature down into the 30s since April 21st. Likely going to at least be at that 39 to 36 degree range as we wake up for our Friday morning. The weekend, a mixed bag right now, looking at some seasonable temperatures in the 60s with a chance of rain late day Sunday. But the big story, Allison and Jean, will be these falling temperatures with how spoiled we were this past weekend alongside the warmth we'll see today. It's definitely going to feel that much colder as this kind of Canadian air mass invades the region as we head for our Thursday into Friday. So cooler temperatures are on the way. One more day to enjoy of this very nice temperature, though, in the 70s to 80 degrees.
Yeah, you know what the hook is here, Allison? The Canadian temperatures are coming in with a tariff now.
Yeah.
So this is it's a change.
We're going to pay for this.
It's a big story on Action News. Yes.
Fair enough.
We're going to pay for this. Hey, listen, AJ's getting ready for the big parade, which is coming up this weekend. I was just telling him when we were off air how much you love the Columbus Day parade up on Federal Hill.
I have been in it I won't be there this year, but I've been in it. Yes, last year, the year before that, it was the Grand Marshal. So I've been in it many, many times. Are you going to march? Are you going to be in it? Or are you going to watch it?
I will not be in it. I plan on watching it, but I'll certainly be there the whole weekend.
Well, it's a great parade, and they pack a lot into it. It's only, what is it, Allison? Maybe a mile and a half.
There's a lot to it, though, in that.
Yeah, that's good. Can't make it this year, but I'll be there in spirit.
Yeah, told you, Columbus. Love that parade. All right, AJ, we appreciate it. Jean, I popped in and out of your radio show this morning and heard you talking about this with the Providence City Council when it comes to police officers in Providence supporting or not supporting ICE. What can you tell us about this? There were some people who spoke out against it, but we know where Providence stands as a whole.
Yeah, the Providence City Council majority against ICE. They want to keep the police as far away from ICE as they can. They made that clear last night. They're making some rule changes that still need final approval. No cooperation, no sharing data. And even toward the end of this, they're allowing for civic groups, certain groups that are interested to sue the police if they violate this. So that's where the council stands. Directly opposite is the rank and file. According to the union president, he was very vocal on with me today. They want to be there when ICE comes into their city, just as they would help any other agency, the DEA, the FBI. How many times have we seen press releases touting cooperation between Providence Police and the U.S. Attorney's Task Force and the DEA, and we made these drug busts? Well, not when it comes to ICE. And right now, the union president told me it's very unclear. It's very confusing. Even with regard to whether or not they would keep the peace on the street, keep the protesters away from
I heard you
doing
push
its
back
job
on
in the
that.
apartment. I mean, that seems to be common sense, but that might be in short supply in Providence these days.
Well, two sides to every story, of course. We have some sound.
Yeah, go ahead and play. This is Mike Amandi, the union president, on with me. Let's listen.
Take care of the city and stay out of policing. That's what I want. They have no business being in policing. We're the police experts. We're the ones that know how to do our job. We're the ones that know how to interact with all these other agencies, when we should and when we shouldn't. It's not up for them to decide.
All right, he took a shot at this Providence City Council. I'm the cop, not you. And he said, by the way, if ICE is in town and they need help and there's a call goes out for help, I'm going to show up. And he said, let the council basically be damned. If you want to suspend me, go ahead. So that's Mike Amandi. So there's obviously a wedge. The council is driving a wedge between the city, the police department, and now the mayor's caught in the middle.
The mayor's kind of in the middle of all that. I was going to say he's 2/3 on this side and then 1/3 on that side, right? Is how he kind of shakes out.
He told me it's okay for the cops to go and keep peace on the streets. Let ICE do their business inside the apartment if they're going after a bad person. That's up to ICE. He doesn't want his cops arresting anybody there. But on the streets, keeping the peace, keeping the protesters down the street, he seemed to be okay with that. And if just by the reading, the council's not okay with that. And the police department wants clearer direction. They're saying it's confused in Providence. We're getting, all kinds of mixed messages. And by the way, he said the bottom line is, that's his Mike Amandi, but speaking of myself, if ICE needs me to respond, I'll be there.
It's interesting also, especially with what's happening in Chicago right now with the National Guard.
Same thing.
That city, we've got the back and forth with Portland. And we know that the president does pay attention to so-called sanctuary cities, which Providence is one, along with Boston. So we see this going up and down the Northeast, the coast. So we're going to keep an eye on this. But it's really interesting how we're kind of seeing a divide now with certain ways of approaching this. So, yeah.
Listen, I
in some ways, which I hate saying as a journalist, but it's kind of where we're at.
Yeah. I understand the notion that, listen, ICE agents, they grab illegals. And right now they say they're only grabbing bad people they want out of the country. That's their job. That's what they do.
And the mayor, to his credit, is saying also, it's only folks who are here illegally who committed a crime. That's the line. We draw the line there. That's it.
He's okay with that. But when the ICE shows up, word spreads. And next thing you know, you've got protesters spitting and throwing stuff, and you have chaos on the streets. So there is a role for police to keep the peace, keep the protesters down the street, keep them away from ICE, let ICE do its job, get in and out. This appears to be, we're hung up on this because it's clear under Rachel Miller City Council, they're telegraphing no cooperation with ICE. And by the way, they don't even want the flock cameras or any other data shared that the city might have on someone. It's funny, right? So the flock camera can be used against a citizen, but not against an illegal immigrant.
What about this?
It's an odd turn of events.
Right. And then the council staff says it would also allow civil rights groups to sue the city or its officers if police violate the ordinance. Now, to be clear, Mayor Brett Smiley said no.
Yeah. When have you seen a city council lower the threshold for suing the city? Well, that's what they did last night. Wild. And the mayor said that's a bridge too far. He thinks it's impossible that we're not going to lower the threshold to sue the cops. And the Mike Amandi, the union president, he really railed against that. So listen, this is Providence. Elections have consequences. This is the council you've put in. They're clearly driving a wedge between the mayor themselves, the city, and the police department.
Have you
so the stage has been set.
Perez?
I didn't speak to the chief today. I've had him on before.
His side. Yeah, maybe tomorrow.
I'll tell you, Amandi was complimentary of the chief. He said, Chief, Perez is one of us. He was a cop. He knows what it's like. I could work with him. And on the mayor, he said, I could mostly work with him.
Okay.
Like we're going to butt heads with the mayor. I can mostly work with him. But as regard Rachel Miller, the city council president, can't work with her. He's given up on her. So strong words from Amandi.
All right. Interesting. This is going to play itself out over a couple of weeks, if not months. Okay, Real Housewives. Is this even going to get on the air at this point? Did you see this coming?
I did. And now for something completely different. That was, by the way, that's the couple in the news. He is going to be charged with a domestic violence count in court today. He's a foot doctor in North Providence. Pontarelli's his name, right? The wife is supposed to be on Real Housewives. They had a little trouble between them. But Alison, you and I know this kind of stuff plays right into that show.
They love it.
They love this kind of stuff.
Bravo loves this.
Yeah.
Is this arguably why they're here and who they picked?
Yeah, this guy.
He's a podiatrist, but then he has one of those is it like a Met? I'm not sure what it is exactly. It sounds like it's a Botox place, right? An aesthetic clinic of some sort. I'm not totally getting that right.
Lip fillers, stuff like that. I mean, look, he allegedly put a tracking device, an Apple iTag, in her car. Allegedly in her car. There they are. They look the part.
He's accused of placing an electronic tracking device on a car, a misdemeanor domestic violence offense.
Okay.
Social media pages connect him to Rula. I think that's how you pronounce her name.
Rula,
Rulla. I've never seen The Real Housewives. I don't care. But this goes back to that whole idea of, is this good for Rhode Island or not? Right? Oh gosh.
Well,
there it is. Aesthetics. Some sort of aesthetics thing.
Let's see. Let's see if it runs for more than a season. You know, it's a small state. You're going to run out of characters and stuff.
I guess they're done shooting, though. They're done shooting. So
who knows? But anyway, this guy's jammed up today with a charge for allegedly tracking his wife, and the whole thing's going to play out on Bravo. You watch.
Yeah.
You watch. Andy Cohen. You watch.
Andy Cohen. Yes. EV vehicles, you have one.
I have.
I do not end up wanting to get one, but I am out of luck because the rebate's done. The $7,500 rebate, that is now gone. That was put in during the Biden administration. And it's not that it was like ruled out. It just kind of wasn't renewed. The federal tax credit passed into the Biden administration. It's just expired. So that's, you go to get a car, you get $7,500 off of it. But the argument is they're so much more expensive as it is because the batteries are so expensive.
Yeah.
Is it worth it? Now, my father has one of those Rivian trucks.
Nice.
Those are fast.
Great.
Electric. He was talking to, when we all had lunch last week, about whether or not he really thinks, it's worth it. Are you really saving that much money? Is it really that much better for the environment? Where are we going with these rebates? And how do you keep them up? Those batteries are not cheap when you have to go to replace them.
Well, first of all, I doubt anybody's going to be replacing a battery. Once the car goes 100,000 miles, you're not going to replace it. And if you've got the money to buy an electric car, I don't think that's top of mind.
All right,
I like electric cars. I'm on my third one. I had an all.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I had well, I mean, if you want to go back to 2013, I had a Volt, which is an electric
hybrid.
hybrid.
Ahead of your time.
Yeah, I believe in them. I had a Bolt, a Chevy Bolt. I had an Equinox, and now I've got a Blazer. Here's why I like them.
All straight electric or hybrid?
Completely. Well, the first one was a hybrid. The last three were electric. I like them because they're quiet, they're comfortable, they're rock solid, no maintenance. You change the brakes every 100,000 miles. There's no belts, points, spark plugs, no oil changes. It's the future. Now, look, I know they're expensive. Too bad the rebate went away. I got in on it.
Advantage of it?
I did. When I leased one, I got a rebate right away.
So would you buy one now without the rebate?
Yes. You know why? Because the manufacturers are lowering prices.
Oh, okay. So it balances itself out.
Yeah. So if it's $7,500 credit, believe me, Ford, GM, they're going to lower the prices so that you'll still buy in. And over the weekend at the car show in Newport, I saw the Cadillac Lyric, and they're just amazing cars. So I'm a believer. You don't have to sell me. The rest of the planet, I guess you got to sell
one. It's just not in the budget right now.
I think you ought to get one. Yeah, I really do.
Yeah. Family members of mine also have like hybrids, but they seem to like the straight up all electric the best.
Well, I've got both. So, and I have gas cars too. Now, an electric car, I use it as a daily driver.
Like, how many cars does Gene have?
I know. I don't like to get rid of things, as you know. I stayed at the same station for 34 years.
Seriously?
I don't like to change.
I'm on I don't even know what, 15 something. Yeah.
I don't like to change, but you need a gas car for any distance. Right. An electric car is great as a daily driver, particularly in Rhode Island. There are drawbacks. Absolutely. They're going to whack us with a tax to make up for the gas tax you don't pay. So the state of Rhode Island is going to hit us with a tax. The rebate went away. The charger system is not that great. So there's some drawbacks. Also, cold weather, you lose 30% of your electric power. So but all in all, I've had only good experiences with electric cars.
I will say, like 100,000 miles, right? You're saying you get rid of it. If you drive like I do on the weekends, a Ford 150, you can take that 200,000+ miles. You can.
Okay. So let me take that back. My Chevy Volt, V-O-L-T, it's a hybrid. It's a 2013. It's got 189,000 miles on it.
There you go.
So that battery is still going.
So our news of the day is Gene loves EVs.
I do. When that battery dies, the car goes with it.
Okay.
It served me. It served me well. I got it at the old Alison. When Alison was selling cars, I got it in 2013. Since then, I've moved on to a Bolt, an Equinox, and a Blazer, all EVs. I think
no Teslas,
great.
huh?
I might get one. I was in a Tesla the other day. A friend has a Tesla, and he got the full self-driving, and it was absolutely amazing. You sit in the car, tell it where you want to go, and the car goes. It takes you from point A to point B.
It is the future.
It changes lanes. It stopped for a squirrel. It parked itself. It is absolutely the future. That'll be next for me at some point.
You know who we need to get that for? Lori Solinger, who works with us and can barely drive. After all,
well,
someone like her could use a self-driving car.
Alison,
I feel safer in that car than with Lori driving her car.
Our kids will never say, "Dad, you got to give me the keys."
Right.
I'll say, "I don't." The car drives itself.
Yeah.
I mean,
right?
The future is coming. You'll be able to go. The car can drop you at the airport, drive itself home, and then come and pick you up when you get back.
No parking fees at Logan.
Just think, it's an amazing.
Yeah, interesting.
The future's here. Now, hold on. Well, saying that, whenever I discuss this on the radio, there are plenty of critics. There are plenty of people who can't stand electric cars for one reason or another. I don't know if the mining of the battery material ruins the planet. What do you do with the old batteries? They're not as great as you say they are. Listen, they're right. We got to come up with a better way to mine the batteries. We got to come up with a cleaner way. And some people will say it costs money in energy costs, traditional energy, fuel, gas, to make your electric car.
Right.
Than what it saves the planet.
Right.
All, I think, legitimate area for discussion, but the future's here, and we're going to figure it all out, I think, at some point.
Well, the building I redid down the street is completely electric. We cut all the gas.
Electric altogether.
Everything.
Now, did you have any trepidation about that? Because to say electric is expensive.
It is, but if you regulate it correctly and you put in decent pumps, I mean, trust me, it was a learning curve to try and understand how to really work it to be the most efficient.
Right.
But I just felt like if I had the opportunity, I'd go for it. There were rebates available too, which economically made sense.
Okay.
And eventually, I think gas is going to be a mandated cut. So why not get in on it now? So I do have gas at home, so we'll see how it plays out over the winter. But I do think it's the future.
Are these
are you on board or not?
Are these the units with the heat pumps?
Heat pumps, yeah.
Heat pumps, yeah. Electric. Okay.
Yeah.
Heats and cools. Does double duty.
And it does it by pulling air in from the environment and kind of working with what exists. So yeah, I'm still learning about it, but I like to learn about stuff. It's Taco Tuesday. Did you know that?
I did.
Today is October 7th, which is National Taco Day. So I go to Tuxpan in Central Falls, Don Nacho in Pawtucket. I got my places. Definitely Pawtucket Central Falls for me when it comes to a good taco.
Okay.
What about you?
Okay, when you come out of Central Falls on Dexter, you go south. Eventually, you go into Pawtucket, right?
You're talking about Don Nacho, the truck.
Is that the food wagon?
Yes.
It's not a truck. It's like a wagon. Am I right?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
I've been there. Now,
it's got a big horse outside.
Yeah, they were a little smaller, but is that authentic? Maybe they're not big. They're a little smaller. They were very good. Taco Bell, of course. Here's the thing about Taco Tuesday. It used to be better years ago when they just gave you a free taco.
Yeah.
Now you have to sign up for the app, give me your email, your rewards program. It's like, you got to be kidding me. It's a taco. It's 20 cents worth of food. I've got to fight you to get this. Just give me the taco. Dunkin' Donuts does that too on coffee day.
You like soft shell or hard shell? Crunchy or soft?
I could eat both, but I would, if I had to choose, I'd go soft.
El País in Central Falls, we should go there. They have amazing Mexican food too. A lot of Colombian places in Central Falls, but also a lot of Mexican places too. And El País, I love. So yeah, there's a lot of good stuff around here. I love Mexican food.
Yeah, it's very
I love Hispanic foods.
Never had a bad Mexican dish.
Me neither.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, so good. Yep. So I actually put Italian food below it these days. Believe
really?
It or not. I do. I really do. I love Mexican food. Yeah.
I'm not that far. I'm still Italian.
Which I saw Chef Terranova today, and he said he wants us to tell the folks at Aurora that was the best snail salad he's ever had.
Oh, did we get it chunked? I think
I did not eat it because I'm a little skeptical of snail, but you and the chef dug in and loved it.
Yeah,
so
they make it great.
Maybe I'll try it next time.
Yeah.
They have such a good red sauce too. So we should do a whole food coffee break too.
Well, that'd be fun.
Love to go sample food around Rhode Island. So
That's our hobby. My kids said our family
that's
hobby.
our hobby.
So my kids said our family hobby, you know, they go camping, they
Going
go
to
hiking.
restaurants.
I kid you not. They said our
Totally.
family hobby is going to restaurants.
Same over here too. So yeah. All right. Well, it's about 10:25 right now, and our day's kind of wrapping up one side of the day, picking up the next one. We will see you on the news at 6. Yeah. Have a great day, Gene.
All right, you too, Alison.
All right.
Great to be with you. Coffee
Ciao
time.
for now.
Ciao for now.